Welcome to Fusion Fiction with your host Madhulika Ra Chauhan, where every tale brings you closer to the heart of life itself. Today's story is The Aphrodisiac. The Aphrodisiac. Dr. Rahmat Ali wiped sweat from his brow as he finished bandaging the injured leg of Mahmood's coat. In the small, sweltering veterinary clinic near Jama Masjid, Rahmat worked with practiced precision, his gentle hands calming the anxious animal. "There you are, little one," he murmured, patting the goat's head. "Keep her off this leg for a week, Mahmood Bhai," he instructed the elderly farmer, "and apply this balm twice daily." Mahmood nodded gratefully. "Allah bless your hands, Dr. Sahib. No animal has ever seemed to fight your treatment." As Mahmood left with his goat, Rahmat quickly rushed to clean his instruments as the call for Asr prayers echoed through the neighborhood. But when he returned to his clinic after prayers, Rahmat was surprised to find a neatly dressed man waiting outside. He didn't look like his usual customer. Neither was he holding any livestock or cages. He wore a neat shirt and trousers. Perhaps a shopkeeper from the market, thought Rahmat. Salam, Dr. Sahib," the older man said, glancing nervously around as he spoke. "May I speak with you privately?" Puzzled, Rahmat invited him inside. The man spoke in hushed tones, avoiding eye contact, describing vague domestic issues and matter of strength. It took Rahmat several minutes to understand what he was asking for. "Ah," he said finally, trying to hide his embarrassment. "I see, but I cure animals. I'm not a Hakim." "You cured Salim Miah of Ghaffar Market. He praises you," he insisted, "about your special medicine." "Very effective," he said. Rahmat was baffled. He had no idea what he meant. "Salim Miah? The same whose buffalo had complications while delivering and you helped her?" The man narrated, trying to make the doctor remember. "Oh yes, I remember Salim Miah." The man heaved a sigh of relief. "What about him?" "You had given him a powder. It worked like magic for him." That's when Dr. Rahmat recalled giving the elderly man a crushed tablet. "But that was for—" "Exactly, you understood correctly," the man blushed. "You made him a satisfied man. His Begum is expecting now," the man said, patting his own belly with a proud grin. "Oh, but the medicine I gave was—" Rahmat interrupted, looking puzzled. "Say no more. I understand, Dr. Sahib. I'll be very discreet." He quietly patted Dr. Rahmat's hand. He nodded and disappeared into the dispensary, opened a jar of brown tablets and crushed 3 into fine powder with his mortar and pestle. He carefully measured small amounts into 6 paper packets, folding them neatly. As he entered the room, the man's eyes watched him, gleaming with excitement. "Take 1 packet daily with water before going to bed at night," he instructed, handing him the packets. "But I make no promises," he added a word of caution. The man paid generously and left, thanking him profusely. Rahmat thought a little of it, but slowly a week later he noticed a quiet line forming outside his clinic. By the end of the month, there was a steady stream of male visitors after each prayer time, especially after Asr and Maghrib. They all asked for the same thing: the special medicine, Dr. Sahib. Word spread through whispers and knowing glances in the mosque's courtyard. Men would pray, then discreetly join the line outside Rahmat's clinic. They came from neighboring villages, even distant towns. Some arrived in expensive cars, others on weathered motorcycles. Rahmat began keeping a special register for these special visitors, separate from his animal patients. His income doubled, and then slowly tripled. He hired an assistant for his regular animal cases while he personally handled the special consultations. The mysterious medicine gained an almost mythical reputation. Men whispered that it contained rare herbs from the mountains or perhaps secret formulations passed down through generations of hakims. Some believed it was blessed by a Sufi saint. Others claimed it contained ground pearls or exotic ingredients from distant lands. The effects, whatever they were, seemed remarkable. The village women began to notice changes in their husbands. They seemed more attractive and attentive, more confident. Marriages blossomed anew. Household tensions eased. Children whispered that their parents had started locking their bedroom doors again. Through it all, Rahmat maintained his discretion and the secret of his special powder. He couldn't explain why it worked, but he couldn't deny the results either. The brown powder had become the most valuable medicine, though he never advertised it or spoke of it outside his clinic walls. The village hakims grew jealous of Dr. Rahmat. Some even conspired to shut him down as his presence became a threat to their dwindling business. 6 months into this curious phenomena, Rahmat's old college roommate Yusuf arrived for a surprise visit. A surgeon in Delhi, Yusuf had taken a week off to escape the city's chaos. As they sat on Rahmat's rooftop, sipping tea and watching the sunset, Yusuf noticed the line of men forming outside the clinic below. "What is this, Rahmat? Are you working evening hours now? And only men? Have the village animals started telling their ailments to their owners?" Rahmat laughed and then grew serious. "It's become quite strange, Yusuf. These men don't bring animals. They come for themselves." Yusuf raised an eyebrow. "You're treating humans now? Without a medical license?" Not exactly treating," Rahmat sighed. "They believe I have some magical Aphrodisiac." Yusuf nearly choked on his tea. "You? The man who couldn't talk to girls in a college?" "It started by accident," Rahmat explained. "Some men asked for help with their, domestic issues. I didn't know what to do, so I gave them some medicine I use for common animal problems. I never claimed it would help with their issue, but they returned saying it worked wonders. Then they told their friends, who then told others. Now look," he gestured to the growing line below. "I've become some sort of love doctor." Yusuf's curiosity was spiked. "What exactly are you giving them? Some rare herb? Traditional remedy?" Rahmat looked around, ensuring they were alone on the rooftop. "You have to promise not to tell anyone. My reputation depends on it." "Doctor-patient confidentiality," Yusuf assured him with a smile, "even if the patients are supposed to be four-legged." Rahmat leaned closer. "It's nothing special, Yusuf. Just a simple powder I mix for animals with digestive problems, primarily cows with constipation. It's just a basic laxative with some herbs." Yusuf stared at his friend and then erupted in laughter. "Oh, Rahmat, you're giving men cow laxative to improve their love lives?" "Shh!" Rahmat hushed him, though he couldn't help smiling. "They'll be mortified if they knew." "But why do you think it works?" Yusuf asked, wiping tears of laughter from his eyes. Rahmat shrugged. "The power of belief, perhaps? Or maybe," he hesitated, "maybe it's the fact that someone listened to their problems without judgment, that someone cared enough to help." Yusuf's laughter subsided. "You might be onto something there." Below them, the line continued to crow as the call for prayers filled the evening air. "So what will you do?" Yusuf asked. "Tell them the truth?" Rahmat watched the men below, each with his own worries, each searching for dignity and happiness in his marriage and life. the medicine isn't hurting them, he said thoughtfully. And as if they believe it helps, isn't what that matters? Dr. Rahmat Ali, Yusuf said with a grin, healer of animals and savior of marriages. The two friends laughed together under the emerging stars, while below, Rahmat's reputation continued to grow, one paper packet at a time, each containing nothing more than what he'd given to a bloated, expecting buffalo on a hot summer day. With that, we come to an end to this episode. Let me know how you like the story. Share your thoughts with me on social media or write to me at madhulikarachauhan@gmail.com. I'd love to hear your stories too. And don't forget to subscribe to Fusion Fiction on YouTube and Spotify. Have fun until we meet again. This is Madhulika Ra Chauhan and you are listening to Fusion Fiction.